Get into the side control position. And what we're going to have a look at is my hands on the inside of the frames. So this is what I call in the good position. So from here, can I spin now? So we have a look at my hands on the outside. We're going to have a look at the hands on the inside, dealing with the escape mechanism. So one of the things that happens, we're going to just understand why I don't do certain things. Is if I plant my feet and I bridge and push my partner, both of my feet are planted onto the ground and I'm unable to put him into guard or half guard, which allows him to move to knee right or to mount really easy. So one of the things I see is people bring their feet in, they go massive big bridge and push, he puts his knee onto the stomach, and there's no way for me to actually stop it because my feet are committed and my hands are committed. So we're going to make a simple little adjustment, but that makes it harder for my partner to do the knee right. Now, the main issue is that I'm not attacking his legs or his frame system. So I want to move my leg and push my weight that way into his leg. And I'm not trying to bridge. The part that when I started teaching this, what people do is they go here and they turn. That's giving him the ability to upgrade because I definitely now can't defend it. So all I'm doing is I'm putting a wedge and I'm driving my hip in. So now if he goes to upgrade to knee right, there's this ability to get my knee in front of his knee, number one. Number two, the second thing that I see is that people's knees are facing the ceiling. What I want to do is 1 step, 2 step, and here. When I'm bridging, I'm going to go slow. My weight's pushing him onto his knee. So if he tries to upgrade to his knee, to knee right, my weight's on him. So that's the two things we're just going to start with. Very easy is hands on the inside. Number one is I put a post and I turn my knee in. Right, so I'm not here, I go post, turn. I slowly bridge. One try to just tap my partner over my head. So no hands, no hand, no hand, no hand. Sorry guys. Okay, so from here, I want to plant my foot, turn my knee onto the outside. When I'm bridging, I'm using my hips to take my partner over me. Right, so it's not much point pushing here and trying to take your partner over. So what I'm doing is I'm going to turn my head, turn my knees, and as I'm bridging, at the pinnacle, my right hand and my frame comes in. So it's harder for him to upgrade to the knee right, and I'm in a position to attack. I can either have this, or I can have this. What I'm going to work on is this to start with from here. So my partner tries to put his weight onto me. I've got the ability to start to rescue and some more. Is everyone okay with that so far? Okay, 1, 2, 3. So when I'm here, what I'm still seeing is you guys, your hands are your major contact point. Your hands. Your hands. I want them to be here. If your hands are contact point, you're by default going to be pushing them down and holding them into position. So what I'm trying to do is I try to turn my knees so I'm slightly facing, but what I'm not doing, I'm not hip escaping. So it's more, if anything, I'm going to go, one, I bring my knee into my chest, so it's harder for him to upgrade. Number two is this, I'm bridging predominantly off my left foot, and I'm turning my head as hard as I can to my right side. At the pinnacle, I push. So my partner tries to slide past the guard. I've got this ability to bring my knees in to track him. Does that make sense? Right, so what I see people do is, if they kick their right knee, the hands, they go here and they go bridge. Their right knee's so far behind the game that if he slides past my guard and drops his right hip down or upgrades, I can't beat it. So what I'm trying to concentrate on is my right knee. So it's 1, 2, and I just bring it on the inside. Predominantly drive off my left foot. No hands, no hands, no hands. Push. So if he drops his weight down to slide, I can kick my legs on the inside and stop the pass. Right, I think I call it baby guard. It's only for baby stuff. So you want to keep this on the inside. The last thing I want to do is see guys bridging here and exposing this big space inside. Okay, one more time. Do you want to see that? No. So engage my driving leg. My second leg comes into play. But so if he tries to upgrade to knee right now, I've got this knee, I can keep him blocked. No hands. Drive, and I'm trying to trap his arm with my head. At the pinnacle, I now push. I'm on this shoulder, I'm not on this shoulder. I'm on this shoulder. Why? If he drops his weight down, I have a feint. If he drops his weight down, I have no feint. I have a feint. This is always stronger this way here, like an elbow, because he puts his weight down onto me, it's a solid structure. If it's my palm, it pushes me backwards onto my back. So I always want the elbow. The elbow allows me to manipulate, swing underhooks, etc. With my hand committed, it's just a block. This is more for moving to get up. Does that make sense? Okay, let's try it again, guys. 1, 2, 3. This is your underhook escape. This is your first one. I generally do this really different to the way that I've ever been taught. I do this a lot from like a quarter guard or an X guard or a half guard, but the principle remains the same. And there's two concepts that I want you guys to understand when we do this, two major concepts on the underhook escape. Number one is I don't want to hold my partner. I don't want to hold my partner. I'm trying to move. Right? Anytime I grab my partner, I'm putting his weight onto me, it makes it harder for me to move. Number two is this. Anytime I'm trying to get up, my arms here, and I try and get up, this hand's always going to be an issue. This hand has to come underneath to allow you to turn. That's the two biggest things that you're going to have to deal with on this underhook escape. Micah, straight up please. So we're here, my frame's on the inside. The underhook escape generally predominantly works when I have the frames on the inside. We can work on the outside, but it's a little bit harder. I engage my left foot, I turn my right foot, I bridge. What I'm doing this time is I bring my elbow. So my elbow is coming into his chest, and I'm trying to back my elbow up onto my chest. So I'm trying to get a frame system this way. So it's a tip of the elbow. I'm not trying to come up here. So when I'm pushing, so engage my left leg, float my right leg, plant my head onto the ground, turn slightly towards my partner, bridge at the pinnacle from here. Now, this is the part that is going to change the game. I swing my elbow under. My elbow, not my hand. My elbow. I'm not doing this. Right? I do my elbow. This is the mechanic I want you guys to have looked at. On a backstroke with my left elbow, I'm going to turn to my right. I'm going to go slow. I backstroke my left elbow, I turn to my right. From here. Left foot engages, right leg floats, head onto the ground, bridge to my partner, elbow. Elbow pops, come up. So I'll do this in a little bit more slow motion. I'll show you the things that most people are going to do. Once you get to here, people are going to go, I need to pull myself up to my knees. The trouble is, I've now committed to him, he's committed to me. I'm going to end up kind of getting to here, dogfight or whizzer, and it becomes this awkward shoulder battle. Where if I simply get rid of it, there's no fight. So the fault is not a fault. It's a mechanic that we need to change. So left foot engages, right foot floats, head onto the ground, small bridge towards my partner, push with my right hand. Pinnacle, left elbow. So he can drop his weight onto me. Back stroke. So, come up. Okay. It's called shucking. Like I'm shucking my partner. I'm not throwing him. It's called shucking. Who likes oysters? Shuck oysters. Okay. Ken, come here. Left foot engages. Right foot floats. From here, no hands. Head to the ground, 45 degrees, bridge, 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 right hand, left elbow. It's awkward. Left elbow pops to here, throw my left elbow, bring my right hand under, pop out the back. Control the hips. Right, if he tries to roll guard, I want to make sure I can control the guard. I don't want to end up in his guard. When I'm ready, I'm going to take him down if I want to. But I don't want to go into his guard. Okay, I'm going to put the timer on for 4 minutes. You guys are going to do this 3 times each, and then you're going to swap over, change partners. So let's have a look at this. Right, so we're here. and I engage my left leg, float my right leg, turn to my right, float my partner through the elbow. Right. So the part that I'm seeing is that when people swing, they're going to swing and then they're trying to backstroke. He's going to crash his weight into my frame. I'm not going to be able to do it. Well, I will have more trouble. So once I'm here, it's just my elbow pops. And what I'm trying to do is, if I go onto my back, so what I'm seeing is some of you guys going here and you're pulling their weight straight on top of you, which makes it even harder to move. So once I'm here, see about space, I'm just going to raise my, so we're here and my elbow goes under. So all I'm doing is I'll back my elbow. Cut. Once I'm here, I like this hand to go here. And that, I'll use this to roll my partner over. It's something I've been working on quite a fair bit in Scrabble. I get that rollover quite a fair bit. If you guys have done pop rounds with me, it's one of my majors I use to turn the fight over. So again, we're here, engage, float, bridge, right hand, left elbow. Drive my elbow from here, don't go like that. Elbow, float, right hand under, so behind the knees. As a general rule, my partner will try and drive their weight back into me. From here, I can take them over. If my partner doesn't drive their weight into me, come up from here. Now, all I'm doing is drive, just take your partner down. You're going to be in a good position, but I need you guys to stop extending your underhook arm. You're still trying to go stiff arm. If you put weight here and try and move it, it's not going to move. You put weight here, you've got more chance of moving it, not here. So try to keep that arm in really tight when you're doing this and try and skirt that hand under. Okay, I'll put the timer back on for 4 minutes. Grab your partners, 1, 2, 3. No, don't extend your arm. So don't let your arm go more than 25 degrees.
This is along the same lines as what Adam is doing. Getting the elbow post and then underhooking. This will help with coming up, turning to your knees. Just watching a few, and you follow the post, your elbow post. You follow the scared or giving up space here. So you fellas end up chucking this framing. That actually stops you. You're better off just rescuing your guard if you end up in that bottom leg. So when I get my elbow post on the own side, I'm off to my side. When I go to pummel under, I'm actually going to bring my left knee with my right elbow. So my right elbow is going to pop, or my left elbow is going to pop underneath. I go to shock them above me, and my knee is going to come up with me. So when I come out, I'm going to kick my knee downwards, and it'll help me come up. What it also does, it takes that space here away from me. If I go to underhook from here, there's a big gap there. If they end up switching their hip downwards, leg hook down, and then stepping over. Comes in the second position for him. So to take that away from him, I bring my knee up as I shock him over the top of me. And then come out on it. So my knee and elbow are going in the same direction. Big thing. Get my elbow under. Boom.
2 minutes, guys. Top side control again. So what I'm going to do this time is exactly the same thing. So I engage my left leg, float my right leg from here, put my head down, drive into my partner, push my right. And what's that is, I'm having trouble getting my elbow into the armpit. So my elbow's caught in front of the shoulders. If you guys can't see, come and have a look. So the elbow, I want it to go under the chest to unhook, but my elbow's caught because it's got like a good block. So what I'm going to do is, my right hand's going to come under my frame hand. You might need to do a little hip escape. I'm going to make one mechanic, take 2 motions. I'm going to block his arm down to the ground. I'm going to throw my hand down. Now, there's a few variations of that where we're going to end up Darce, anaconda, half roll. My way would be try and get to your feet or try and get to your knees. Once you've got your knees, then have a look at the Darce and the anaconda. Like, don't do the Darce and the anaconda first, because if you fail it, when you're learning it, you're going to end up on your back, you're not going to end up in a good position. So again, here, engage, flow, bridge. I'm trying to get my elbow, but my elbow's caught. So I'm having trouble. So my hand will go a little hip escape. I'm on my side, I'm not on my back. Hand goes through. Okay, the same kind of mechanic that Tyrone spoke about is here. Is I bring my knees in, elbow comes down, and from this position here is I kick. And that's going to explode to the top position. So you have the ability to start your Darcy anacondas, but I really need you guys to try and get to your knees, not finish it from under. You can finish it from under, there's nothing wrong with it, but I want you guys to try and get to your knees. So again. You've got so much power when you get to the top position. Right, I taught this in the day class. This is up on the YouTube channel already with the kick out and the same motion. This is option 2, and I do option 3. Option 2, for those of you that know how to do this, is a little bit of an add-on for you guys. Same deal again. Boom. Here, kick it. I said to you, the downfall is I'll finish this from here. I don't finish it from here, I'm on my back. It's for the high level guys. You don't do this until you can do everything else. This is super high level. Okay? We're going to call this the atom. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Yeah, that sucks.
Frames, I get my shoulder in front so I've got nice and tight so it swings under. This is one thing is, as it's going to turn, there's about 3 things that happen. Number 1, he shoots the arm through, he brings his knee, and that elbow blocks my arm. So as he turns, it blocks my arm. So that's what drags me to come up. Does that make sense? What I'm seeing is some of you guys are not trapping that up, I'm just going to pull out. Right, so we're here, frame system comes under hooks from here, and like if he doesn't trap this, as he swings, I'm just going to come and trap his arm. So you really need to trap that arm down so I can't move my arm. So this, I have to go, and I end up in a compromised position. So just that back elbow, pin it to the ground, going to make a huge difference to your game. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I might go off as it's come around the guard, go frame. So he'll pass the guard, try to control, and I'm already in a position to start to attack. Does that make sense? There's not much point going, defend the guard, oh man, pass my guard. Okay, now try and do it. You're much better off setting stuff up. If you know you're going to pass, if you know that they're passing your guard, and I'm here, instead of going like this, I'm going to go, okay, he's passed my guard, I'm here. So he's just thinking, man, this is easy because the frames are gone. As you pass, pop, and I get a really nice turnover. So it doesn't have to be from side to side. It does work from side to top, but you set this stuff up prior to them getting there. Like a lot of stuff, no future planning. The things, if you can understand when the danger for them passing your guard is versus I'm going to hold on and fight for dear life even though I'm not got no chance of rescuing, you're going to be miles ahead of the game. Okay guys, line up, 1, 2, 3.